Hey friends, Damron here. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to meal plan for ease in the kitchen and in cooking in general. If you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, hit that button to be notified anytime I post new content related to women's health, hormones, or holistic health. I want to preface this entire video about meal planning to tell you that I keep things so simple in the kitchen. I'm not a huge meal prepper. I'm not a huge cook. I don't love to sit and chop vegetables. I don't love to meal plan, any of those things. But I do know that to be healthy is to prepare your food, make sure that you have some in the fridge. For me, that's always setting myself up for success. When I don't have anything in the fridge, don't ever know, kind of fly by the seat of my pants, that's always setting myself up for failure. I never get enough protein. I never get enough vegetables or micronutrients like fruit, things like that either. And so it's always like more processed food, higher carbohydrate food, nutrient devoid food when I don't plan. So as much as I hate the kitchen and I hate meal planning, I do think that some basic, simple things each week to do can really set the stage for success with nutrition. So I'm gonna kind of walk you through my week and how I meal plan and how I make sure that there is those healthy, nutritious foods in the fridge. So number one is to make a list of all the staples that you like and really versatile foods that you can use. So in my opinion, I'm a big fan of versatile foods. So like lean protein, so like grilled chicken breasts, turkey, like ground turkey, ground chicken, those things can go in anything. You can put them with vegetables. You can make Asian inspired dishes. You can make Mexican inspired dishes. You can make American inspired dishes. You can put them with fresh veggies. You can put them with salad or greens. You can put them with frozen veggies. You can put them with noodles or riced cauliflower or rice. You can do anything with them. And it just is sort of like a put together meal really quickly. So make a list of like those versatile foods and sauces that go together that you can create in a pinch. Next, organize that list by where it's at in the grocery store so that you're not just like looking at random ingredients and being like, oh, okay, the yogurt was here and now we're going to the bubbly over here, or we're going here and then we got to go clear across the store to get this next thing. Organize it with produce, meat, poultry, bread products, canned products, dairy, cheese, milk, almond milk. Organize it in terms of the department of the store to save yourself a lot of time and effort. Because if you're like me, I don't love to be in the grocery store either. My husband loves the grocery store. Like he would literally go every single day. Before we had children, he actually did go to the grocery store every single day. And it's a pet peeve of mine, but he and his mother love doing this. They love to go to the grocery store like for each meal. But I myself am not like that. I am like, let us get as much stuff as we can in this store right now so that we don't have to come back here for as long as possible. So that's how I organize the list. My husband and I usually kind of divvy this up. But if you're the only one doing it, this is the easiest, most efficient, fastest way to get through the grocery store. Number two, make it like a routine. So to create a habit, I think it's important to kind of like put it on your calendar or know you're gonna do it. If I just left it to chance when I felt like going to the grocery store, it would literally rarely happen because I never feel like going there. So for us, we kind of organize it on Sunday mornings before it gets crazy there. That is like our thing to do. We make this list, we go to the grocery store when we start preparing some of the like animal products and things like that to get ourselves set up for the week. Number three is look ahead at the week and plan. So do you have sports events? Do you have kids activities? Do you have work functions? Do you have a vacation coming up? Do you have family coming into town? Are you going out to a barbecue this weekend? Look ahead and make a plan of like, okay, we need this many meals. We need this many meats or this much yogurt, this much milk. We need this much food to make it work with this week. I think that that's the biggest thing is that people fail to plan. And if you fail to plan, you kind of fail to succeed as well. So plan out, look ahead at your life and say, okay, we have baseball. So for us, we have baseball on Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. And so Mondays and Thursdays are definitely times that I need to have either throw together meals or I need to have had that already prepared because we go from 5 to 7. And that's obviously right in the middle of dinner hour. And so it's always important for us to kind of know what we're eating, what we're doing, what time I'm eating, because sometimes I'll eat, earlier and just kind of eat a little snack after we get home. And other times I eat my little snack before we go, and then I eat a full dinner when we get home. So it kind of depends on like what else is going on. My husband also trains for Ironman, which is incredibly time consuming. So it all depends on his training too, if he's going to be available to help with dinner or not. That definitely makes a big difference too. So look ahead at your week and make sure that you have everything laid out on the calendar so that you kind of know which nights you'll be home for dinner, which nights need to be kind of like a dinner on the go, what nights you might get takeout or go out to dinner based on your social schedule and life in general. Number 4 is always have protein in the fridge. We talk about protein all the time on this channel. Protein is imperative for how we feel. If you want your hunger, energy, cravings, mood, and sleep in a great place, start with getting protein. Your protein really needs to be kind of like the star of the show with your meals. So look at your meals and say, okay, where's the protein source coming from? If you're struggling to get more protein in, don't work harder on this, just work smarter. Look at the protein that you're already eating and literally just eat more. So for example, I gave a patient this example today. If you're doing like spaghetti and meatballs, for example, and you're having 2 meatballs and like a whole vat of spaghetti, that's gonna be a whole lot of carbs and a whole little amount of protein. So instead, switch that up a little bit. Have more of the turkey meatballs that you made, have like 6 of those or 5 of those, depending on how big they are, and have just a little portion of spaghetti to even out the energy balance or calories, but then you're swapping out more carbs for more protein, which is definitely going to help, like I said, manage your energy, hunger, cravings, mood, and sleep. It burns more calories upon digestion. It makes our blood sugar more balanced. It's the raw material for neurotransmitters. It does everything for us. If you're struggling with cravings like sugar, things like that, protein is definitely very helpful for that as well. In general, with meal prepping and people succeeding with nutrition, I feel like protein is definitely the area that most people fail at, because usually it's animal proteins, it's not prepared, we come home from a busy day of work before we have kids soccer practice and the chicken's frozen, like what are you gonna do? So in those cases, Instant Pot, air fryer, definitely very, very helpful in a pinch. But like I said, get that animal protein cooked and in the fridge. My husband and I always get chicken thighs. He always makes me teriyaki chicken thighs each week. And we have that in there so that we can grab it. And like I said, dice it up for Asian, like stir fries. We can do Mexican bowls with it. We can do salads with it. We can eat it with a little bit of like veggies on the side. I'm a huge fan of frozen vegetables because they're easy. They're already prepared virtually. You don't have to chop them and spend hours dealing with that. So I usually just do a lot of frozen vegetables and season them accordingly. And that is how I probably get in about 80% of my vegetables each week. So like I mentioned, I am not a great cook by any stretch. My sister is wonderful in the kitchen. It's her pride and joy, her food, and how she prepares it. For me, it is just, let's get these nutrients in that we need, let's make it taste palatable and decent, and let's move on. So if you're like me, this is definitely the video for you to kind of listen and learn how I make this work each week. And like I said, number 5 is get frozen foods. All these things, we're so lucky right now in our market. Everyone's busy running around with their head chopped off. The market has had to kind of rise to the occasion for that. There's so many frozen foods that are healthy and nutritious and taste great. We are a big fan of like Kevin's sous vide meats. He has like, this brand is called Kevin's, and it's like Korean beef, cilantro lime chicken. Those are kind of like our 2 favorites, but there's so many other ones as well. And like I mentioned, I get a lot of frozen vegetables out of there too. And there's so many other ones too. The companies that are coming out with frozen foods are really, really good quality. That's not like the old TV dinners that were just pure additives, pure preservatives, garbage, like just bad for you, but were convenient. There are a lot of options, especially going to places like Costco, Trader Joe's, and even the conventional grocery store like Kroger or King Soopers where we live have options now. So go check that out and see, okay, what can we get in a pinch that's going to be relatively healthy, have a decent amount of protein, and it's going to be relatively satisfying and satiating. Those are all great options to kind of keep you budget friendly, but be health conscious as well. Again, I'd love to know from you in the comments, what do you guys do for like busy nights? So I know a lot of you have kids who are running all over the place, you work all day, and dinner's hard, meals are hard in general. So give me your suggestions too of your favorite recipes, quick grab and go meals, quick put together meals. And we can all learn from each other. If you haven't come over to my free Facebook group yet, Holistic Health with Allie Damron, I would love to have you there. It's a wonderful group of women where we talk about all the same things that we talk about on this channel. Talk about holistic health, women's health, mental health, things that are going on in the world, support each other, encourage each other. It's totally free and just a wonderful, wonderful group of women. So I'd love to have you there as well. I'll leave the link down in the description below, but the Facebook group name is Holistic Health with Allie Damron over on Facebook. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that button to be notified anytime I post new content related to women's health, hormones, and holistic health. I'll see you guys in the next one.